So a couple of you have asked me to make a video on the camera settings that I'm using on the Mavic 2 Zoom. So I'm going to do that along with some cinematic footage that I've shot today. It's going to be a pretty quick video, so stay tuned. What's up everybody? Welcome back to Phones, Drones, Tech. If you are new here, consider hitting that subscribe button at the end of the video. Also, if you noticed, I am now using my tagline @OriginalDobo on Instagram. So if you're interested and you want to follow me to take a look at some of the behind the scenes footage that I shoot when I'm making these videos, make sure you're following me there. I am retiring the Phones, Drones, Tech at Instagram. So yeah, if you want to follow me, check me out there. All right, so let's get into these camera settings and how I'm using the Mavic 2 Zoom. The first thing we want to do is we want to set our file size. Now I am shooting in 4K 24 frames per second. It just looks the best on this drone, and honestly, I guess not having 60 FPS isn't so bad, because before I even had 60 FPS, I always shot in 24 FPS. It just looks really cinematic. And it does look good, I can't deny that. I'm going to set my file type to MP4. I do all of my editing in Premiere Pro, so this just works best for me. Plus two, I'm a Windows user. So from there, I'm gonna go into my camera style settings and I set it to custom. I go +1 on the sharpness, -1 on the contrast, and I leave the saturation alone. I just find that that's giving me the best results with this camera, and I think it looks really good. I used to shoot in D-Cinelike quite a bit, but as of late, I'm just leaving it in normal. I think normal's profile looks amazing, and I still have a lot of dynamic range to work with. The codec is left at H.264. I am just not about H.265 right now. It just can really hammer a machine and just creates a longer workflow. Beyond that, I do the normal things that I typically would do, which is turn on my focus peaking. I also turn on the grid, and along with the grid, I also add the histogram so I can know whether or not I'm overexposed on something. Now, this is where it gets really fun. When it comes to setting my custom buttons, my left side custom trigger is set to face the camera down quickly and then recenter it back up. Especially works well if I'm using the pan-in feature. The right side custom button is set to open my camera settings so I can adjust the ISO or change my picture profile. Now the 5D button, this is where it gets interesting. I have the upper set to auto lock the exposure, the lower set to metering and focusing, left to decrease the exposure value, and the right to increase the exposure value. And I find that that works well. I really like this little tiny button. I wish it would let me adjust the ISO from here, but I'll take what it gives me, and it works really well. So that's it. Those are my camera settings. It's nothing crazy. A lot of times I am flying at either sunrise or sunset, so you're going to get those really nice golden colors, and you can just make any footage look good, whether you're skilled or not. Those are the two best times I can recommend flying. But take a look at this cinematic that I put together using these settings. Yeah, I did a little bit of color grading with some LUTs that I have. If you're interested in these LUTs, I'll include a link in the description below where you can pick them up. I use Daniel Schiffer LUTs, and honestly, I love the way they look. And the LUT that I'm using for this footage and all my drone footage is Chopper. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Stay original, enjoy the footage.